Say family, as you can see today, I'm not in the studio, I'm out exploring, and today our exploration has landed out at Fame Week. If you don't know what Fame Week is, don't worry, I'm gonna let you know. Fame Week is a place where creators come together to learn more about the film and television industry. Now this means a lot to me, specifically because of course I am in the film and television space, so I can't wait to hear all the amazing speakers. But enough from Lwazulu, let's go inside. Standing with the director, or rather the portfolio director of Fame Week, Martin, in the building. Welcome to the show and thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me.
First and foremost, it takes a huge team to make this all possible. So what can people be expecting when it comes to Fame Week?
Where do I start? It is going to be a jam-packed day. We started off this morning with the UCT choir, 50-strong choir, and it just set the tone for a week that's going to be filled with career-changing conversations, networking, and meetings. It's going to be a jam-packed week for creatives in Africa. This is where your career is going to get a boost. So if you're starting out in the career, in the film industry, this is where you're going to make those valuable contacts. If you're established, it's about reconnecting, re-establishing your connections, and it's also about learning. There's so much that's changed, especially, I know COVID's been 3 years, but it's changed the landscape. So this is where you're going to find out the latest trends, and you're going to meet people where you can possibly do business with. I mean, where else should you be? I love content, so we have the costume designer for Shaka, and they're going to be unpacking their thought process, their history. There's so much detail. We've actually got some of the Shaka costumes here that's on display. So if you do get around here, go have a look. And then on Wednesday, we've got a talk. So for me, that's personally one of the favorite things as well. And then also Fame Week is about a platform for upliftment and growth. So tomorrow we've got our Women in Entertainment breakfast. And we've got Mo Abadu, who's our guest speaker. She is considered Africa's Oprah, Nigeria, so she's our keynote speaker. So I'm looking forward to meeting her and having her there.
So I think it's important that filmmakers understand that it's not just about, writing a phenomenal story and getting that produced. It's about the fact that there's a business that sits behind that. And as I was saying during the discussion, it's important that filmmakers understand that they're creating a set of assets once they get their story, into a package to be able to send it to broadcaster. So that's the thing that I'm really passionate about. It's about letting storytellers know that there are some important foundations that sit underneath their story, that if they look after those, it's going to enable them to create a business out of that one piece of content that'll keep paying for time to come. And that's going to enable them to then tell more stories, because they're going to be able to apply, what they've made financially out of that first story.
It's been amazing, so educational, so knowledgeable, very social, so it's lovely, great atmosphere, well organized, so I've been enjoying it.
I am having a fantastic time. I think it's important for me to be here because, this is the industry that I do a lot of my work in. I'm an actress right now, but who knows, a few years from now I could want to become a producer. And I think at the end of the day, it's important for us to be exposed, to be enlightened, and to be surrounded by people that are actually doing this. And they're doing it with the little that they have and the big that they have. So it's quite eye-opening, and I'm really happy to be here.
The importance of networking. These days, we all do know that it's not what you know, but also who you know. So at the end of the day, when you are able to know people, they can say, hey man, I'm looking for a videographer, photographer, producer, someone who's a stylist who can be able to style for doing wardrobing for my film or whatever the case may be. When it comes to that, I could be someone who says, you know what, you're asking the wrong person in terms of me to do the job for you, but I do know someone I can recommend. That whole networking space, we take an entire world that is this massive and we make it this small, just by being able to have that pool of network of people that we do know. Hence the importance of networking. It can do quite a lot for you and your career. It can elevate you to spaces you have never ever imagined.
And that is how we wrap up Fame Week. It's been absolutely amazing being here. Guys, listen, when I tell you that I am inspired and I got so many contacts today, it's exactly that. So make sure the next time you make your way to Fame Week, because it's going to be absolutely amazing. But right now, though, the princess is saying goodbye. More in the studio.